Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Dr. Tawana Worlds coming right back at you. Yeah, I know you just seen me a couple of days ago, and that's quite all right. I paid to come back again, and this time I'm on an urgent assignment. I got some breaking news that I know mainstream media ain't sharing with us. But this news has the potential to break us. So family, what I am asking, regardless of the outcome, whether you believe in what I'm saying, whether you like me, it don't matter. I'm asking you all that will watch this video to share it with everybody and with anybody. As brothers and sisters, we got to start being able to keep one another by telling the truth, whether they like it or not, whether they want to hear it or not, whether they believe it or not. At least we will be well informed. At least we will not be able to say, I did not know. At least that's the bare minimum. And if you ain't going to do nothing, don't want to get involved, don't want to lift no bricks, don't want to execute nothing, share this, because there are some people that are called to go alongside us as leaders and frontliners that will heed the call and let their feet move something. Hold on, let me show y'all though what these cats got prepared for us. What's happening that we are not aware of. Now, the United States of America is $30 trillion in debt. 30 trillion. It ain't been this high since before the 1970s. And here we are in $30 trillion worth of debt. This is the reason why they can't pay their bills. Nevertheless, they study sending money, our taxpaying dollars, to foreign nations to fund a war that we ain't got nothing to do with. Yet and still, we are being attacked from the inside by our very own. Without food, without water, without shelter, we being attacked while our tax dollars are going to foreign nations. And this is the reason why we in trouble. Me and my mother had a conversation the other day, and she expressed her concerns about how fearful she was of what's happening, being that she is a SSI recipient, not knowing how she gonna pay her bills, also living in low-income housing. And I told her, I said, you know what, they always do this. They always say they can't agree, and then right at the last minute they come through. But beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am thoroughly convinced this time that what is happening is being done on purpose. They don't care about the dollar. The dollar sucks. Cash is trash. That's why no other nation wants it. But yet and still, we trying to harbor and hold on to wages. We're wage earners, not investors. That's why we can't invest in ourselves. We scared to invest in ourselves because we wage earners. Nevertheless, the sword is intended for us, wage earners. We tired as hell, but steady clocking in. We know we deserve better. We want better, but yet and still, we're too fearful to believe anybody outside of the slave masters. Now, this is what made it real for me. U.S. default is possible this Friday. Today is Tuesday. It's possible this Friday. The Treasury has only $60 billion left. And if spending continues at its current elevated pace, which it is, the balance will be negative $18 billion by this Friday. Can you imagine what's about to happen? On top of the Biden administration saying we are going to implement a ban to keep Americans from withdrawing their own money. Family, are you seeing and hearing this? And then I saw this and it made it even more real. See, I wasn't aware. If it was not because I was in these other nations' inner circles and masterminds, I wouldn't be aware either. That's why I'm bringing it to you. As funds run short, the Treasury is asking agencies if payments can be made later. Hello, employers. Could you tell your employees that their payment's going to be delayed? Social Security, your payment's going to be delayed. Housing Authority, your payment's going to be delayed. Welfare, your payment's going to be delayed. Unemployment, your payment's going to be delayed. Veteran benefits, your payments are going to be delayed. Why are they asking agencies, governmental agencies, if payments can be delayed so that they don't default? Well, I'll tell you why. Because that spells disaster. On top of this, breaking today out of the clear blue, the chief of the World Health Organization warns that the world must prepare for a disease more deadlier than Divock-19. You see what it say on there. I'm going to say Divock-19. Just came out of the blue. Now, you know they just got through meeting at the G7 summit, the Bilderbergs meeting, with the 2030 acceleration agenda at the top of the menu. And today, the same people that all these nations came together and gave the right to dictate and control what happens in the next pandemic. Who gets to move around? Who gets to go here? Who gets to stay home? Lockdowns are coming. Restrictions are coming. That's why the cash dollar is going away. Like you heard the man say, we can't track or trace that. But we can CBDC. If we tell you not to leave your house and you do, we can shut your money off. Y'all better wake up now. Not tomorrow, not later, not in an hour, right now. Now is the time for us to stand up, pull together, come together, and build. And if that wasn't bad enough, what do they know that we don't? U.S. senators are being issued satellite phones in preparation for a disruptive event. I wonder which kind. Members of the United States Senate were recently offered satellite phones that will allow them to communicate in the case of a man-made or natural disaster, according to a report. Y'all can go look this up. All I typed in was senators issued, and you see top stories. Go look it up and research it yourself. What are they planning?
Of the explosive chemical ammonium nitrate have disappeared from a rail shipment out west. Chemical is commonly used in fertilizers, but it was also used in the deadly 1995 terror bombing of a federal building in Oklahoma City. The company shipping the chemicals says a train left Wyoming last month and arrived at its destination in California with one car completely empty. The company says it's investigating.
On top of the FDA just putting out a disinformation campaign because people were sharing that they are preparing for the internet to go out this weekend. Family, I'm telling you right now, if there has never been a time for us to come together and get together, unite, stop being afraid of one another, thinking that we got your worst interests at hand. Instead of you accusing them and being cautious of them, the people that have put us in this predicament, the people that have oppressed us, the people who don't give a damn about us, the people that don't never want us to be on top. We looking at each other like we the enemy. If we don't stop that and pull our resources together, why is every other nation prepared? The Hindus are prepared. The Chinese has come to the blocks and become billionaires off of our black dollars. Make it make sense. And no, I'm not yelling at a single soul. This is passion. Because I have suffered. I'm suffering right now. I'm suffering enough for all of us. And yet and still, my spirit is alive. My spirit is ignited. My spirit is defensively and offensively classed. It is fired up and it is ready to go. And I am leading the charge. One thing that I do know is you can come to Texas and buy up a whole bunch of land all on the East Coast. There is land for days and you can become dirt rich off of dirt. How you think they do it? How you think they become dirt rich and preserve their generations and leave legacies and all other off of dirt? Where do our produce come from? From dirt? Housing market from dirt? Hello, somebody. Pavement from dirt? Anything. And we ain't got none. As I said in the video prior to this a couple of days ago, why are we the least prepared? They taking what rightfully belongs to us and they're utilizing it and they're prospering and preserving. We ain't never been preserved. We ain't got nobody to preserve us. So why don't we preserve ourselves? We've been dependent on the government to sustain us. We barely surviving. Power go off. We ain't got an electric blanket, let alone a generators. Family, we got to get up, stand up. We got to execute. We got to build. We got to come together. We must act now before the door shut and the clock strikes 12 and time is up. I beseech thee. I beseech thee that now is the time to arise and come together. If you got to do it afraid. Ain't nobody here to take nothing from you. The Most High is looking to give it to you because now is the time that he has put us in a position. If we will listen and stand up, he has put us in a position to prosper throughout all of this. This sword ain't really intended for us, but if we are part of their system, as I was saying, if we are part of their system, then we're going to suffer. We can all come together. Do you know we can all come together and put together $5,000 and buy up more land than Bill Gates himself? We can go buy multifamily units and at least own something and have something where I don't care if housing go up to $50 million, we got our own. Buy up commercial space, have schools in different places that we will pool together our resources and look out for one another like it was always intended for us. I'm not here for a sales pitch. I got machines that make me money. I'm here because I genuinely care. I'm here because I have been given this assignment to lead this charge. I can go into debt with a whole bunch of other things, but my time is always limited here to 15 minutes or less. So as I always state, follow me on the other platforms because there's where you're going to be well informed. I'm going to break it down like a 12-gauge shotgun. I'm getting ready to put together the biggest African American, melanated American conference, gathering, event where we will be able to come together and say, hey, what are you doing? What do I do? And get to know one another and get to know where our people is at and get to know what it is that we need to survive. And not only survive, but to be preserved. So make sure if you're not on that email list for nothing else, if you don't want a program, if you ain't trying to do business, if you ain't trying to get yourself out of this situation and into another one, at least, bare minimum, sign up with that email list so you are notified when that time comes. Because we all should be in the building. We all should be in the room. We all should be. Everything that I got, as you heard me say a couple of days ago, so I ain't got to keep reiterating, everything that I got will be down below in the description. Everything. Everything that is available right now will be down below. You want to buy dirt? Let's go. I got dirt for sale. I got land. At least get you some land. If they crash the money, you got dirt, you'll never be broke. At least get you some land. Go use their money. I say it all the time. Go use their money. Come together with your family members. Hey, this is what we got for us. At least if everything else fails, I can go plant seed and eat from my very soil. I can go start stuff, grow stuff, build stuff. And from my own soil, at least the bare minimum. If you want to learn how to do it, because we need more feet on the ground and more hands at work. If you want to learn how to do it, take the course. If you want to learn how to buy real estate, property, multifamily property, we need it. Take the course. If you want to get into a forever income industry, transportation, get in it or have it built out for you. Whatever it is, whatever you do, just do not sit still. Everything is readily available, and I'm showing up even in pain to show you how to do it. I got the blueprint. If you want to make $1 million in your sleep while you still can before it collapses and then turn it into hard assets, sign up. Sign up and let's go, family. I will see y'all soon.